Hey, welcome back guys. In today's video we are going to talk about price action. It will not be a very long video, but I think it will be interesting to talk about because what is price action, how to interpret this, and how can you use it during trading. Well, price action should never be a leading indicator, but it is something that you can use during your trading. It's going to be a bit more freestyle video. I don't have anything really prepared. We're just going to look at BTC and USD and see what we can find. So price action itself is just candles. How do they evolve and how do they look like, and what can we do with the volume and which direction are we going? So let's just start here. This is just really a random moment. Usually price action is best seen on smaller time frames. So in this case we're looking at the 5 minute, but you can also do it on a minute, 2 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. There is of course a price action also to be made on, let's say, daily or weekly, but if you really want to have maybe a bit of a direction for the longer time frame, like hey, are we going to reverse? And sometimes there's very small time frames, of course, then make the reversal first before you see it back into the bigger time frames, because a 4-hourly candle of course needs 4 hours to be made and has a lot of 15-minute candles in there, so then you can already see some signs. So let's just get started. For example, if we take this point and we're going down the line, then we're seeing, of course, we're going down. Price action is we are going down, but slowly, bit of a grind, boom. We're stopping here, and you see also in the meantime that the price tried to get up again. That is these tiny little wicks here on top. So for a moment that candle was green, and then we just went lower again. That just shows that the bears are in control, and then we have a little bit of sideways action to think, hey, maybe it's a reversal, and then we're going lower again and again and again. Sometimes there's one green candle and then suddenly you have a bigger one that's then followed by another one. Of course, the price always goes up and down, it goes in waves, and if we go further, then this is actually just a slow grind, not very clear. You see, by the way, what I forgot to tell you is that this move then goes on a higher volume, higher than the rest, and then suddenly you have this pump here up. And then you can say, hey, there's a reversal in, because we're now making higher lows and higher highs again, so we're going up. Let's go further on the timeline, and there you can see there was actually a bit of a bear trap, because although we went higher, then we're seeing a few of these candles. This is actually a perfect example. So we have here 1, 2, 3 green candles, one red one, and number 4, and then after that we have 2 red candles, and those 2 red candles go like until here. So within 2 red candles you undo this price action right here, and that just shows that this is quite bearish. Let me see, here I have another one for you. Here you have 2 red candles almost undoing 3 green candles, showing that this is quite bearish and the bears are still in control, and also we have a lower high. And then we're going up 2 candles, we're going down 2 candles, we're going up 2 candles, and suddenly boom, red candle here undoing a lot of upwards price action. So hey, we have a lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and then suddenly we are really dropping down faster. We're seeing just a few red candles undoing everything that we went up here, and that is also price action. That is that is price action showing you where were we now? I think showing you that that the bears are in control, and that these red candles undo a lot of green action going up. Let's go up a little bit in time, see if we can find the reversal somewhere. Oh, that's where we are right now. Again guys, it's just a bit freestyling, not a lot prepared, as you can see. This is hard. This was hard to predict, because here you have tiny green candles. I have that bloop, 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 and you could say, oh, what we saw here, a red candle undoing 2 green candles. I'm waiting for a red candle, and boom, we're going lower, since the trend is already lower. But this one was very tricky, and then suddenly boom, you have a big green candle. So this situation right here caught a lot of people by surprise, also me, so we're gonna skip that for now. That's a little bit out of the ordinary. This one is maybe a good one to show. So we are kind of having a drop here. This is also something that you see a lot with crypto, going low, 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 suddenly boom, and then boom, we have the reversal. So you think here, like, yeah, that was it, we're going lower. Everyone is entering shorts, and then those shorts are for a very short time in profit. And then also the next candle, as you can see here, the wick, so it was red for a little bit, and suddenly boom, there's buying volume, and we're going higher. And then we're making a lot of green candles. This was for a moment also a green candle, but we're going a little bit lower. So this is kind of sideways action, maybe resetting some indicators. For example, on RSI here, you can see that it goes a little bit lower before we're going higher, which is great because it just needs fuel to go higher. And then we have more green candles to go higher. And I've seen this already so many times. Just because an RSI is overbought doesn't mean that it's going to go down, because here you can see two red candles undoing approximately two green candles, and then we're going higher. So if you would have sold just on the fact that the RSI here on the 5 minute is oversold, then let's say you would have sold right here at the point, then you would also missed here an extra percent. And then you can see here that the RSI going down a little bit just because these two red candles, and then we're going higher, and then the RSI is really topping out, and then we're going lower. And then you also see the price action reversing with just a few very big red candles undoing then pretty much all the price action that we had here. In general, usually when we go down, those wicks down are bigger than the wicks up. That is always like that with also stocks and other commodities. Usually the wicks down are much harder than the wicks up, and they also with a lot of volume, then everyone's scared and like, oh no, we need to get out of the market because we're dumping down, and then no, fooled you, we're going higher again. So don't let this be an indicator, but it can be interesting. Let's also see if we can quickly do this for ETH. On freestyle mode, see what I have for you guys. Let me see if I can find something interesting. Well, this is actually similar to what we said earlier. So we're going higher, 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 higher. Hey, this one is lower. Uh-oh, price going lower. We were not able to get a higher point than this because, hey, we're here, so that's one lower high. That could be a reversal. And then suddenly you see this dump, also two 5 minute candles. Uh-oh, this is going to dump. No, full shit. We're going higher. So how to spot that? That is super hard actually to do. There's not a textbook to say this is going down and then we are going up again. Because right now we are dumping down as I speak. Yeah, where is the bottom? That is always hard. And you know that saying, once you are going down and you're trying to guess the bottom, you are exactly catching a falling knife, and the price goes down like this. It has also a bit the pain in the shape of a falling knife, because if you catch a falling knife, you cut your hands and you're making losses. And ups and downs and waves is just all part of the game. So anyways, yeah, this then went up, and then we had 3, 4, 5 green candles, 2 red ones to just take a breather, and then yep, we're going higher again. And then you can also see that this one is almost the same. This one is then higher than this one, so that then looks good. And then suddenly we have a lower high, this one a little bit lower high, hey, a higher high, hey, higher high, hey, much higher high. So I would say don't try to always guess top, bottom, bottom. It's undoable. You cannot guess this constantly. It's undoable. Just go for the more bigger patterns if you feel like that works better. For example, also this just freestyling right now. This is something I'm seeing. Hey, seeing a bit of a wedge here, maybe, or what is it exactly? Maybe a falling wedge, or maybe a bit of a triangle. Let's take this. I think this looks good. We have a lot of touch points. You know, then you don't constantly have to guess the top and the bottom. You just wait until it plays out. Okay, how does it work? We're going bullish in, we're making the pattern. Looks good. Well, usually it is a continuation pattern, so we break out on the upside, and yep, there we go. And then you enter then along, and then you wait until you take your profit somewhere here. So that is something how I would play this. Is something separate than something different than price action, but just something I wanted to show you than just regular price action. Let me see, what else can we find? Maybe something nice in the candles itself. Yeah, these wigs, how to interpret them. We'll never use them as really leading indicators, but you could say, because the price then starting here, right, from the red candle, where the green one ends, and the price went down all the way here, as you can see, and went up all the way here in those 5 minutes, and then went down again all the way here, and some ends then here. So that is how these candles are being made. And if you have candles that then start here, then you could say, oh, sorry guys, then you could say, this is very bullish, because we are there was not a moment here where we were lower and where this one was a red candle, not one moment. So we just went up higher, 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 and then you see that we have a good momentum, because here there's no wick down, which is going higher, 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 higher. That looks good. And then here, of course, is then the reversal. So that is a good sign. Let me see here. You also have that a little bit. Let me see if we have more crazy wigs. Well, actually, we have it currently on the weekly. Why not? Let's do the current weekly. Again, I usually never look at weekly for price action on the smaller time frames, but you could say on this current candle that we are in right now, that's a little bit crazy. So we started off, also no wick down, you see that? There's no wick down. So right away on Monday, boom, we went up. And then there was a 20% move all the way up. And during the week, we then just started to go lower and lower and lower. So we went first all the way up, and then just slowly lower, 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 lower. And that's where we are right now. So this is actually then a little bit of a bearish sign, because we went all the way up and we couldn't hold that higher level, and we gave it all price again. So that is then bearish. Let me see. I don't want to make it too complicated. This is a bit of shape of a hammer. The other way around is then bullish. Let me see what else I have for you. Yeah, this one is a little bit neutral. This is also interesting. This one is a little bit neutral, because as you can see, we went up and we went down, and we kind of ended it in the middle. So you could not say, hey, this candle is bullish or bearish. It's really a little bit in the middle. This one again, super bullish. As you can see, no wick at the bottom, right way up. And this is one of those candles that I meant that looks a bit like a hammer. Usually that's a bullish sign, but also no leading indicator, because guess what? Next two candles were red. Yeah. Again, guys, I hope this was useful and a little bit entertaining. This is what we mean with price action. So which way are we going? What kind of volume comes with that price action? How do the candles look like? Do we have a lot of tiny candles and then one big candle to erase everything? Or do we have the other way around, a lot of small tiny candles and it's like boom, one big candle again? I want to advise you, just for fun, look at the very small time frames, the 1 minute, the 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. There you really see interesting price action. Again, be careful then with the trading, but that is something that could help you to determine the direction on a smaller time frame. If I want to see where we are going next week, I am not looking at the 5 minute to determine where we are going next week. Absolutely not. And these bigger time frames are always more powerful than the small time frames. So although on a small time frame we might be going up, if the bigger time frame is we are going down, then this is just tiny, and then suddenly we're going down. So always take the big time frames in consideration. They are the most important. Those are the really big leading indicators. Let's see, there's the oil tankers, and you can hop on from one tiny boat to another, up and down, up and down, up and down, short, long, short, long, short, long, within that big oil tanker that says we are going up, we are going down, we are going up, we are going down. But it doesn't mean that you can still trade long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short the way up, and then we are reversing, and then you do the same. So that is kind of how you need to interpret that. Right, again, guys, I hope this was useful, entertaining, that you liked it. If so, then please do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, click the bell, click it all, leave me a comment. If you missed something, also let me know. It was a bit of a freestyle video, and then I see you guys soon again. Thank you so much. Bye bye.